Hey everyone, this is Blunga Gamer here with just a quick little update video. I know I don't do these very often, but I figured I might as well just make one quickly for now because there is a few things I want to talk about. And because I don't do these very often, expect quite a few jump cuts and things like that. The first thing I want to talk about is that I just recently got over 3,000 subscribers. And I just want to take the time to thank everyone who has subscribed and decided to watch my stuff because I'm quite grateful for that. I know 3,000 subscribers isn't that big a deal in the grand scheme of things compared to a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm still thankful for everyone that has watched my stuff, and I have noticed that the past year or so I have been getting a slight, increase of people subscribing to me over the past, several months. So, and right now I'm already at like 3,060 people that have subscribed to me roughly. By the time I got around to make this update video, I've already gotten like 60 more people past 3,000, so that kind of surprised me. But like I said, yeah, I'm grateful for that, and I just want to thank everyone who has subscribed to me, and of course everyone that has. Okay, I think that's pretty much just all I wanted to say on that. I kind of drew a blank earlier just trying to think of what else to say about me getting like 3,000 subscribers, but that's pretty much it. Only direction from here is just to keep going up, slowly but surely. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is actually something I've been contemplating to do for quite a while now, and that's actually make a Patreon. So yes, I actually have a Patreon account. In case you don't know what Patreon is, it's basically a pledge service where you can contribute to supporting any creators that do various media online, or well, in this case, it's obviously my reviews. So what you do is, right now it's on a basis where every review I make, you pay a certain amount. It can be anywhere from like $1 or more than that. Right now, I actually have several goals and rewards that you can pledge for. Most of them involve just me saying, oh, if you pledge, if I get this amount per view, you'll see a new series, or maybe a return to an old game that I did years back. I returned to that one kind of a thing. So basically, and there are several rewards that you'll get for pledging. But right now, the main one is you'll get to see my reviews a day earlier than even on the Rip City Gamers site. So what will happen is that if you are a supporter on my Patreon, you'll get the reviews a day earlier. But then about maybe 3 days later, you'll be sorry. What I meant to say is that you'll get the review a day early, and then the next day it'll be on the RCG site. And then a few days later, it'll be public on YouTube for everyone, regardless. So, and keep in mind that this is all just strictly voluntary. If you can't pledge or don't want to, that's perfectly fine. You can still watch my videos free of charge. There's no paywall or anything like that. There'll be nothing really exclusive in terms of my reviews on that. There are a couple other reward tiers I did add, saying that if you pledge a certain amount, you'll get to have access to maybe some streaming I'll do. I'm still also need to figure out that. And even higher than that, if you pledge even higher than that, then you may even be able to request certain games that that you may want me to review. I can say words, yes. So there's that. So I'll definitely have it's just something that I just recently made a little while ago as of this recording. So right now it's just a placeholder image. There's no real video on it about it specifically just yet, but I want to mention in this vlog first. So if you want to check that out and maybe, consider supporting me, because all this support will go towards just improving my quality of the shows that I do here on YouTube, or the videos in this case, and just hopefully it'll help me, get towards doing better equipment and all this other stuff, and yeah, I just want to, I'll just see where it goes from there. And even if no one contributes, that's fine. It's not going to stop me from making videos regardless. So if you do at least want to check it out, there'll be a little annotation around here maybe, or you can just go down to the description and there'll be linking to it there. So yeah. Okay, next up is actually something that I've kind of been neglecting to do a little bit, and that's actually the con videos. This year I've actually have been to a couple conventions, in case you weren't aware. It's actually a couple that I've been to before. Like, they're pretty much regular conventions at this point. It was Anime North and Con Bravo again. So, and I did record a little bit of footage of stuff that kind of happened there, but in recent years I actually haven't been recording that much footage, and that's why I've kind of held back a little bit and actually, putting together a video, because there really isn't much to go on. I didn't even take that much videos or photos, that kind of thing. I find that I'm just kind of just there just to relax and enjoy the scene or whatever. But yeah, I'll still make them regardless. The thing is with Anime North and Con Bravo is, because of the footage or what little footage and things that I filmed there, I'm thinking about just putting them together as one video. So the upcoming video probably after this will probably be just the Con Bravo and Anime North 2015 video, where it's just a combination of the things I did that I filmed in both conventions. So that way it's just, a simple little video there of just of the essentially the summer conventions that I go to. As far as I guess other conventions that I go to, Youmacon is definitely a possibility, because that's also another con that's pretty close to me that I go to on a regular basis. So that's definitely a possibility. That's definitely one that I'll probably still go regardless. So as of right now, those are pretty much my 3 main conventions that I've been to the past, in recent years. As for Kineticon, well, the main reason why I haven't been to Kineticon and most of the others that I usually go to Kineticon is that it's pretty costly to go there. So that's why in the past couple of years we haven't gone. It's just costly, just to travel there and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't been to Kineticon in the past couple of years, in case you were wondering. But it's not that I don't want to go. It's just, yeah, it's just costly. That's all. I still probably would like to go there again someday, but who knows. Okay, and the last thing I just want to quickly talk about is, of course, my upcoming videos. I actually have been recording the next game for a full Black Sheep game review. And, oh yeah, in case you're wondering about the whole Patreon thing, my little Black Sheep game reviews actually do count, because they're reviews too, because even though they're a little bit shorter than my usual reviews, there's still something that I still script and film and record and do all this and editing and all this stuff. So it's still work, even if it is considerably less than my main videos, but they're still just something that I throw in between, so that way there's not such a huge gap between my reviews. So, especially considering when the fact, I'm still doing the Tales of retrospective, and and in my brilliance, I decided it was a good idea to do a Tales game and then a strategy RPG that was even longer than the Tales game that I covered. So that's why there was a 2-month gap between reviews at one point. But hopefully with the Patreon, it'll help with my productivity and help me maybe down the line give me better equipment to help make things a bit smoother in terms of making videos and stuff like that. So we'll see. But yeah, going back to the main reviews, the next Black Sheep game review is in the works. I've recorded a good chunk of the game so far. I also need to record a bit more of things to do in that game, but yeah, that one's going to be a much shorter game than my usual stuff that I've been doing lately, especially compared to Valkyria Chronicles and Tales of games. But so hopefully that'll be out pretty soonish after this little vlog or whatever. Hopefully within this month. That's just being optimistic, really, at this point. But yeah, and I'll just keep going from there. Alternate between little Black Sheep games that I'll just throw out there. That way I have reviews out there for you guys, because I still want to keep you guys engaged and not have to wait too long in between videos, that type of thing. As well as between the next Tales of retrospective, which will be Tales of Symphonia, which I'm sure will be a big one regardless, because that's the one Tales game that a lot of people, if they know anything about Tales games, that's the one that they at least know of or heard of, that type of thing. I imagine that's probably actually going to get maybe some significant views, but who knows, we'll see. And then of course there's more Day of the Media sequels, and if this Patreon goes well, I'm thinking about adding yet another series. Although hopefully those will be not too strenuous or take up too much time in between, because I know I know lately the past like year or so, it's been taking me like almost a year for each like new Black Sheep Game Review or new Day of Media sequel and that kind of thing. It's been like 10 months because it's been like 10 or 11 months between each of those because it takes me a while alternate between all the other stuff I do, and throwing another thing will probably I think it might take longer, but I'm hoping with this Patreon and this new and this slight resurgence of people coming in and subscribing, now that I have over 3,000, that'll get me going, be more productive, that kind of thing. And I've been rambling for quite a while now, I think, so I think I'm going to stop here, and now you know why I don't really do these types of videos very often, because I often just either ramble on like this or just kind of blank out and have to jump cut and whatever to like different things in between, like awkward pauses and stuff like that. This is why I don't do off the cuff stuff very often. But anyway, so hopefully you look forward to that and consider my Patreon, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.